Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. It's partly cloudy down here now. Weather keeps changing almost on the minute, so what can I tell you? Now, oh God, sorry. It's like some sort of allergy or something attacking me right now. Could be I feel this is work and I am allergic to work. I don't know. So anyhow, I don't have a lot to talk about today. I'm kind of like really bored, with the whole situation right now. The representative in Minnesota, Omar, got attacked at a rally or press conference, whatever, sprayed by some Trump supporter. I think the Trump supporters should get sprayed too, but with bullets, Don't have to be real bullets. It can be those gel shots. They hurt like hell, trust me. But they'll be able to identify them later and catch them. This is just really a bad deal up there. They're Republicans are wrong, and some of the people are getting really pissed off, and they're pushing for this martial law. And they're saying this all over the country now. And I would say that if I was a state and they were sending ICE agents to my state, I'd stop them right at the border. Tell them you can come in, but take those masks off and leave your guns home. Bring it down to an equal footing. Let's see how brave these son of a bitches are when their faces are exposed and they don't have their guns, I don't think they'll do it, but that's what needs to be done. You have to stand up to these pricks and tell them what's going down. That's it. No more Mr. Nice Guy with these guys, really. Well, that started out nicely, Let's see if we can go over here and see if there's anything else going on we should read about. Oh, now Rubio is saying that he's going to use force if Venezuela's interim government resists cooperation. The point is they don't want cooperation, they want surrender, okay? And I don't know whether they're willing to do that. And I think it would be one of the dumbest moves Trump's ever made if he goes down there using force. Because if I'm going to lose my country, I'm going to burn everything to the ground. Starting with the oil fields. I'd go out and have people mining them right now. What difference does it make, If you can't have the country, if the country's not going to get any part of this, the rewards from it and everything else is going to go to those rich fat cats and Trump's little groupie, then you just burn it to the ground. It won't be nice anywhere after that. That'd really, really fuck up the environment, but that's life. Trump has screwed up really bad. He's got what's her name, Noam and Patel and all this law enforcement people that are just screwing up left and right, because there's no subtlety in what they do, and that's a big problem. You need subtlety. You just can't go in there and do this shit, And does it say what Omar was attacked with? Spray attack. Doesn't say what it was. Good Lord. And people making so much money off of bad websites, crooked websites and stuff now all over the world. Wow. And you can't trust the news. you know. But I'll tell you this, I trust my eyes. I've looked at Trump. There's something a little bit off with him. Number one. Number two, he's crazier than dog shit. And they're doing some sort of drug treatment on him, or oxygen infusion or something to bring him around every once in a while. But for the most part, he's suffering a little bit from more than me, you know. And as I last checked, I'm older than he is. He's 79, I'm 80. Hold on 1 minute. You alright, Ma? Oh, Ruby? Okay. Alright, sorry about that. This is just look, Spain's going to grant legal status to 500,000 undocumented migrants. You know, these other countries are showing what it's all about. America's turning into a isolationist nightmare. FIFA's ex-president's calling for a boycott of the World Cup in the United States. You know how much money that would cost? And it's not the money that's the important thing, okay? It's the loss of face of Trump. Trump would just, he would be laughing. I think he'd go to war over that. I really do. I think he'd declare war on some country or something and just destroy that country just to so he could destroy something, you know? Yeah, questions like, where's the Supreme Court's decision on Trump's tariffs? I don't know how accurate. See, I'm reading CNN, and this headline, this page stays like this all day, folks. All day. So let's go a little personal stuff here. I'm dealing with a company, Bosch, which owns Dremel. Dremel's a tool maker, and I'm sure some of you have seen it someplace or another. Dremel's famous for making drills. My father invested in Dremel when Dremel first came out, or got his company to invest in it when the company he worked for. So you understand, we didn't make any money off of this deal. And he brought it home, and it was billed as a home dental care unit at the time. All right, the drills and all the design, because hobbyists weren't doing hobby shit like they are today, you know. And then Dremel discovered the hobby shit, and they made quality tools for years and years and years. The last two tools I bought from them, I've had problems with, and the first one I was able to fix myself. The second one I can fix, but I can't get the part for it. So they said because I live in Colombia, they wouldn't direct ship it. Nobody out here has the part, and you're looking at sending. They don't want to get the part for me. They want me to bring the piece of equipment there, and they'll keep it, but they'll send it to Chile, where the Dremel's repair center is for South America. And I'm not. It's like 3 months later, I get the tool, and if it doesn't work, I got to go through the whole process all over again. No. So I sat down and I said, okay, let me talk to Dremel. Dremel says, oh, we won't. We drop ship it, you know, with a freight forwarding company. Freight forwarding wouldn't take the package because it was too light and it was going to be a one-time deal. It's $11.26, all right? Okay, let's go someplace else and check this out. All right, finally I get my niece, who lives in Connecticut. Very nice area. She's very well off. But she's done a lot of favors for me. She's given me money and everything like that at Christmas and stuff like that. And she's always taken care of me. So I asked her, would you accept the delivery of the package and then ship it to me? She said, sure. Okay, now this is what they told me to do. This is Dremel telling me to do this. And especially if you have a U.S.-based my credit card's from United States Federal Credit Union. Okay? So I go online, I order the part, I go through a whole process and write down payment form. Takes all the information, takes my address, doesn't say anything, says Colombia, all that stuff on it, right? Get down to the bottom and get the credit card. Will not take the billing address that I give him, which is my address in Colombia, which is the credit card has. And I use this on a daily basis. I use this card. It's a debit card. I use this almost every day. Pay for something because I don't like carrying cash. You turn around, I get all the way down, and it says country, USA, and won't let me change the country. It will not accept a zip code. So now I'm waiting for them to respond to me. And if they don't respond in a way that allows me to use this credit card and do it, I'm not going to go through my niece, because then I have to repay my niece. And this $12 part, which will cost me another $5 to get delivered to her, will cost me a money transfer. The money transfer is going to cost me $40. It's also going to cost me another $40 to get 38 something dollars to get it shipped to me. All right. Now I'm asking her to pay me like almost $80. Okay. For an $11 part. That's what it's going to cost me. It's not going to cost her. It's going to cost me. That's bullshit. So I'll take the tool downstairs, throw it in the pile of garbage, and I will never buy anything from Dremel again. Because first of all, this tool is so bad, that part breaks so often. There are 4 videos on YouTube on how to replace that one part. Okay? So this isn't worth it. You know, it isn't worth it. So for another $10, I can buy the piece of equipment down here. The only difference is it's a bigger piece of equipment. And it's, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I have to go to one of the stores and see. But that's what they do to you. You know, companies make no sense. This is stupidity on their part. Because this is going to be I'm going to do videos on it. On how horrible their customer service relations are and everything else. It's just terrible. They don't offer solutions. You know? They told me to do freight forwarding originally, and I tried. And there was no freight forwarding company would take the package. It was too small. You know, you could deliver it to them, but they wouldn't deliver it to me. You could go pick it up from them. Listen, this amount of stupidity that's out there with these customer service people. You know, these companies need to really evaluate their level of service to their customers, you know. I'm not a big customer. I have, at present, the Dremel drill and the Dremel saw. That's it. I got a couple $100 invested in Dremel. But that's it, you know. So, who cares? So listen, guys and girls. Man, is it getting hot again. Sun came out. The sun shifts, and now it's coming through my window right around this time, and that's like, you can't do anything with that, you know. And they say, why don't you open your window up? Have you ever seen the size of the hornets down here? Or the wasps? And since I'm allergic to both, you know why I don't open windows. Okay? Just, plus I can't breathe then. You know, the air is so bad down here. Alright. That's going to be it for, I think that'll pretty much do it. You know? I'm going over to do the live video now. That'll be up around 11:30. Only because I was lazy this morning and I got to do some stuff, you know. And it takes a while for them to load these videos. I don't know why. I guess they check it. They censor it. You know, they go through it. They check it, you know. I got to show you. I'm going to take this off for just a second. So I hope you hear what I'm going to say. I'm trying to show you. Anyhow, you see that? This doesn't appear to come off, so I can't replace it. I have to buy another set of headphones. That's ridiculous. These are great headphones, but they don't. I sweat a lot in my my head, you know, and they just don't seem to, you know, hold up well. A leatherette. It's a leatherette, you know, and this isn't the first set or first brand it's happened to. But the other brands, I was able to replace that part. I love these headphones. They're great. But, you know, not if I got to have every 6-7 months or a year, so I have to replace that, you know. It's just not worth the effort. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. But it's just, I'm going to throw out a perfectly good set of headphones, and I don't want to do that. So I have to see if I can locate and instructions on how to replace that, and then I'll order it apart, because I know they're not expensive, and I know I can get it because Amazon sells the stuff. If it's available, Amazon will sell it. All right, that's it, people. Hit the subscribe button. Say hi. Say bite me if you don't, whatever you want to say in the comment section is fine with me. You just have to worry about the censorship. you know Politically correct bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, hit that subscribe button, comment if you'd like. I've been stuck at 22 for a long time now, and I'm getting bored with 22. I'd like to see a 30 or something like that, or a 40 or more. But anyhow, if you guys have a complaint about something like a tool you bought isn't working right, you want somebody to speak up on the internet, I'm your guy. Just let me know. In the meantime, Jim, I'm coming over to the live section in a little while. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.